UFC Fight Night, Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez just took place like 10 minutes ago. As you can see, I got every single pick right, except for one. Because Andre Fili all of a sudden decided he wanted to win. And it was a split decision. I just thought Andre Fili was dog shit. But anyways, I got all my picks right, except for that one. The first fight, Cody Brundage versus Eric McConaughey. A lot of people were picking Cody Brundage. He was the favorite to win. I picked the underdog. Just because you lose to Nursultan Ruziboev doesn't really mean much. Nursultan, he's a big guy. Okay? And Eric McConaughey, like, the reason why I picked him is because the melanin points. When there's two crappy mid-level fighters fighting each other, just pick the black guy. Honestly, it hasn't gone wrong for me yet. Except for one. It did go wrong for me one time, but that was it. Yeah, Eric McConaughey, he's got the win. It was controversial split decision. Who cares? I got my pick right. I only care about picking the fighter who wins the fight, and Eric McConaughey won. Next fight. Oh, let me switch the, here we go. Next fight, Gabriela Fernandez versus Julija Stolarenko. Fernandez, she just wins the fight. I mean, I don't really care. Let's just move on. Like, she was like a minus 500 favorite or something like that, so, yeah. Next fight, Uros Medic versus Gilbert Urbina. Another good pick of mine. If you have to pick between a Serb or a Mexican-American, not Mexican, Mexican-American, unless you're Fluffy Hernandez, I'm going to pick the Serb. I'm just going to pick the Serb. Gilbert Urbina, I look at his record, it's not good. And these Slavic fighters, they're tough, they're scary, so that was really the reason. Like, I don't watch these guys fight all that much, so I can't really come at it from an analytical perspective. It's like, oh, you know, this guy, he's dangerous in the grappling department and this and that and the other. When they're fighters that I just don't know, I'm going to pick based on aura, based on feel, based on nationality, ethnicity. I'm going to pick on other secondary factors. If this was an elite level fighter or an elite like championship fight with guys that I know, then I wouldn't be picking based on those things. But for these lower level fights that I don't care about, yeah, I'm going to be picking based on that. Another pick I got right, based on ethnicity. Jocelyn Edwards knocks out Priscilla Cachoeira. Brutal knockout. Beautiful knockout. Jocelyn Edwards, she's a bad bitch. Again, the melanin points from Panama. Also, she was like a huge favorite, but still, good win from Jocelyn Edwards. We move on. Okay, this is the big one that just proves me right. This is the big one that proves me right, and I mentioned in my video, if you have to pick between a black American and a Japanese guy, I said Asian, and some Asian, there's different types of Asians, of course, but I can't remember the last time a Japanese dude beat a black guy in mixed martial arts. In boxing, we did see Naoya Inoue beat Stephen Fulton, and I did bring that up, but that happened years ago. I haven't seen anything else ever since. I might have to like really dig deep, and I'm sure there's cases, like maybe Tetsuro Taira in his like debut fight probably beat up some black guy, but there's not many black guys at flyweight. Elijah Smith completely annihilates Toshiomu Kazama. I thought he was dead. I thought he killed the guy. Giant fucking powerbomb akin to Rampage Jackson, man. Is just, I honestly thought he died. And he did 2 big follow-up shots afterwards, which were unnecessary, but, you know, Elijah Smith, scary dude. Actually, I don't really think Elijah Smith is scary. It's just that Toshio Kazama is brittle and he's Japanese. People are going to be mad that I say that. If you're Japanese or if you're Asian, you're going to come after me. But like, bro, it matters. If you're a black guy who's watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. There are certain aspects in genetics that do make a difference. Genetics isn't the end-all be-all. We've seen guys with good genetics get beat up and dominated. But when it's a fight like this where it's 2 guys that are new, to the UFC. I think this is both their debut fights. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to go with the black guy. And I'm not going to be ashamed of that. I'm not going to go with Toshiyuki Kazama. Sorry. Next fight, Julius Walker, Rafael Cerqueira. I picked Julius Walker. Good pick on my part. I thought he was going to knock out Cerqueira, but, you know, Cerqueira is a chinny Brazilian, an Indian variant Brazilian, which I mentioned. But Julius Walker, it goes to decision. Boring fight, shitty fight. Good win from Walker, but Rafael Cerqueira is one of the worst light heavyweights in the whole roster right now. If you go to decision against this guy that gets knocked out by Ibo Aslan and Modestas Bukauskas, you're going to have to improve your game, man. Next fight, we're in the main card. Eric Anders versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Another sensational pick. I picked Christian Leroy Duncan. I mean, he was a massive favorite, and Eric Anders is garbage. Gets the first round TKO. Good knockout from Christian Leroy Duncan. Don't want to talk too much about that one. Next fight, Miles John versus Gene Matsumoto. This is scary because he's Brazilian, but he's Japanese. Okay, if you don't know, Brazil got a large influx of Japanese immigrants a few decades ago. That's why his name is Matsumoto. That's a Japanese name. So he's thinking like, okay, well, shit. You know, all that crap I talked about Toshiyuki Kazama, is it going to come back to haunt me for Gene Matsumoto? No, it's not. Because you also have to take account, it's not just race and ethnicity, it's nationality. Nationality matters more than ethnicity. I put nationality before that. He's Brazilian. He was born and raised in Brazil. He wasn't born and raised in Japan. So he's got that Brazilian culture. He's got that protein-rich diet in Brazil. And that's why I picked him. And I was right. It was a split decision. There was some controversy about it, but he won the fight. I thought he won the fight. So good pick on my part. A lot of people picked Miles Johns, not me. And this is where it went bad for me. Okay, I picked Christian Rodriguez because Andre Fili, he lost so fast and so pathetically to that one Brazilian dude that looks like a zebra. The guy that's got the skin condition. I forget his name. I think it was Silva or something. And I was like, well, Andre Fili's dog shit. He's got 12 losses. I'm just going to pick Christian Rodriguez, but Andre Fili won. Honestly, it should have been unanimous decision. It should not have been a split decision, but whatever. Andre Fili, fuck you for ruining my parlay. Look at this shit, man. I should have had Fili's name there. It would have been all green. It would have been perfect, bro. It would have been perfect, but good win from Fili. I can't hate the guy. Next fight, Yasmin Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Angela Hill is a 40-year-old woman. Women that are old don't win fights. Men that are old can win fights, but not women. When's the last time we've seen one of these old women fight? It was Lauren Methy, who's wanting an extra pack of fentanyl at her local Motel 6. Yasmin Lucindo, unanimous decision victory over Angela Hill. Old woman, goodbye, auntie. Angela Hill, goodbye, auntie. Bye, auntie. Co-main event, Steve Erceg versus Odie Osborne. I picked Steve Erceg, but damn, Steve Erceg is just not a good fighter. Also, I thought this fight was going to happen at flyweight. It was at bantamweight. I did not know that. So, Steve Erceg got rocked in the first round. I was like, wait, what the fuck? It's a bantamweight fight. It's like, oh shit, okay. But he wins the other 2 rounds decisively. Steve Erceg, honestly, is just a boring fighter, man. He's a really fucking boring fighter. I don't like watching Steve Erceg fight. I don't like his style. I don't like his single leg techniques. And I've always been salty at UFC 301 right after 300 that he got a title shot against the champ. An undeserved title shot. He was like ranked 9. And I was like, wait, who the fuck is this Steve Erceg guy? And everybody was hyping him up on Reddit. Oh my god, Astro Boy's going to put the heat on Pantoja. Bro, Steve Erceg's mid, and if he had that much trouble with Odie Osborne, he's not going to make it far at bantamweight. He's not going to make it far at bantamweight. Depending on his next fight, I'm probably not going to pick him. But, yeah. Main event. Great fight. Great fight for a main event. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. Just got done watching this fight like 15, 20 minutes ago. Anthony Hernandez is a problem. Anthony Hernandez, we all have to thank Anthony Hernandez because he has single-handedly cleaned up all of the garbage in the middleweight division. Roman Kopylov, which was a good fight back then. Roman Kopylov has a lot of wins. A good win. Just lost to Costa. Michel Pereira dominates Michel Pereira. Dog shit. Makes him look like crap. Dominates, well, not completely dominates Brendan Allen, but he gets the win over Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen did win a round there. But he beats Brendan Allen clearly. And now just shits on Roman Dolidze. People were picking Roman Dolidze, man. MMA Guru. MMA Guru. Like, I created this channel because of you, bro. And you picked Roman Dolidze. That's a horrible pick, I have to say. Roman Dolidze, you look at his fights. I can't remember which fight it was. I think it was the first Vettori fight. I'm pretty sure it was the first Vettori fight where Roman Dolidze just gassed the fuck out really badly. He looked horrible, and it was like a 3-round fight. This is a 5-round fight. Anthony Hernandez beat him in every single round. Dominate him. Show that there's levels. We need bigger opponents for Anthony Hernandez. Now's the time. Because he's going to be ranked number 9 at this point. He's going to take Roman's spot. We don't want to see the Cannonier fight. I don't know if Adesanya wants to take this fight. Adesanya is most likely wanting to fight Strickland, but Strickland's kind of temporarily banned right now because of, he's Strickland. I don't know who they're going to put him up against. They're not going to put him against De Ridder because De Ridder's not going to be fighting down. He's going to be fighting up, even though that would be a decent fight. I do think De Ridder probably does win. I think De Ridder is one of the few guys in the top 10 that can beat Anthony Hernandez just because he's massive and he's got those knees. And Michel Pereira hurt Anthony Hernandez to the body with those teeps in the first round. And if you're going to be taking knees from De Ridder, it'll be a 5-round fight as well. I think De Ridder's probably like one of 2 guys that can beat Hernandez. The other guy being Chimaev. The Chimaev fight, though, that'll be a dream matchup. That'll be Evloev versus Sterling. But instead of being 3 rounds, it's 5 rounds. Grappling chaos. I would love to see that fight. I really would. Khamzat Chimaev versus Anthony Hernandez. Please let it happen one day. If Khamzat loses to DDP next week, which I don't think he will, they could just do that. Honestly. Just book that fight. Khamzat would lose. Anthony Hernandez, they could make that fight in the beginning of next year in January. Depending on how bad Khamzat loses. If he's brutally knocked out, then, they could do January. But if not, if it's like a submission in the first round by DDP, which I don't think is going to happen, but let's just imagine that does, then do it December or maybe late November. That'll be a dream fight. Anthony Hernandez is a problem. He looks like he's a welterweight. He looks small. His build is weird. He used to be fat, and that's why they called him Fluffy. And DC was talking about that during the fight. I'm becoming a very big fan of Anthony Hernandez. Very big fan. But now's the time to move him up. No more slow launching. They slow launched his career. They're like, okay, we're going to put him. He beat Kopylov. Then we're going to do Michel Pereira. Then we're going to do Brendan Allen. After the Brendan Allen fight, I was like, okay, now what? Dolidze. It's a slow launch. Now fast launch him. Put him up somebody in the top 4. And if he beats somebody in the top 4, then give him the title shot. If Khamzat loses, put him against Khamzat. Very excited for Anthony Hernandez. MMA Guru, you're a fucking dumbass for picking Roman Dolidze. That's embarrassing pick. Look, I'm gonna brag again. This is my pick. All the green fighters are the fights that I got right. I get bragging rights for this. 99% pick rate correct. 99%. I get all right except for Feely because I decided to pick Rodriguez. But honestly, most people are picking Rodriguez anyways. Damn, man. It was actually a good card. Great card. I'm more so excited for next week. We got Mozatama. We're going to see if Mozatama's the real deal against Dillian White. That's his first real test. Sink or swim moment for Mozatama if you're a boxing fan. And then the big one. Second most anticipated fight for me next week. DDP versus Chimaev. I'll see you then. I'll be streaming it. I'll be making videos about it. That's all I got for you now. Peace out.